Hello and welcome back to GoGgLz Plays Stardew Valley, the one in which we make cheese. Spoilers, we're going for cheese. Now, last week we made a new shed, and it is almost completely filled up with cheese presses as well as mayo machines. But I didn't quite have enough stuff to finish it off, so we're going to work on getting our cheese presses finished. Mayo machines require something that we definitely don't have, and that's earth crystals. Gotta go looking for those a little bit later, but cheese first, and before cheese comes the aminals. Hello, Warren. Thank you for the woolen feet. I won't ask you where you got the feet from. And then we go say hey to the barns. We got hard cheese, we got soft cheese, we got the commune, as well as, well, apparently just a bunch of truffles laying around. I need to go in here a lot more often. But also the pasta barn, not coop, barn. And we'll pick up the gubbins, both from soft cheese and hard cheese, and then we'll go say hey to the glutinous bakery, the breakfast coop, the Jurassic coop, as well as the infernal coop. And speaking of gubbins, get some void eggs, get some dino eggs, get some eggs, and get some duck eggs. Leave those feathers around for later. I'll come back to them later. Oh, and it is Monday, which means, after I clean out my inventory a bit, we can harvest all of these ancient fruits. And seeing as we've harvested these ancient fruits, I guess that means we can replace that one and harvest all of these ancient fruits. I love my greenhouse. And shake a couple of trees along the way by, ditch all that stuff, get rid of all this stuff, and yeah, we'll put those in there for now. Don't know if I want to sell them or make them into mayo. I know one's better than the other, but grab some hardwood from these mahogany trees that we planted a couple weeks back, and we need more wood for our cheese presses. So let's go around and chop all of these trees that we can find, starting off with everything left over from the green rain. Then we'll peep the quarry, see if we got anything in here. Not too terribly much, but I'll chop these three down. And along the way, ooh, it is blackberry season? I can rock with that. Well, let's head up to the train tracks. Grabbing all this stuff that I planted not too terribly long ago, but long enough that I almost forgot about it. Replant some of these along my way. And then finish off anything that's fully growed. As well as a couple of misclicks for things that are only half grown. But still. And I think that's good for wood. Ooh, but there is more wood here, as well as quite a bit of moss growing on them. And it is blackberry season, so I'd be remiss not to walk down here and shake a couple bushes. Anywhoozits, back to the farm with all of my fun stuff. Let's make some more cheese presses. Get rid of all this stuff that I don't need and or want in my inventory anymore, and then head over to finish off the cheese half of the shed. Perfect. And speaking of sheds, my wine and roe should be did by now, so let's replace all that stuff. And actually, speaking of wine, has my wine hit gold quality yet? Yep. So let's harvest as much as I can before I pass out for the night. $470,000. I do love that legend row. Does me decent. Okay, waking up in the morning, Tuesday the 9th. Let's touch a couple statues, get some extra ladder chance, get some extra friendship chance, and finish harvesting all this wine before I toss in some more wine. Okay, that done, I will put this back there, and I can head on out. Ooh, want to get that out of my inventory first. Anywho's, it's head on out, sell that wine. I got up early to water some crops and they were already done. Yeah, I'm good. Yes. Aw, thank you for the frozen tear, Asmodeus. And next week we have the fair. That's something that I'm going to have to remember. And with that, let's get a little bit of production going before I go say hey to the aminals. Get some geodes crushing, pick up my jade, get some fish smoking, and get some bones a-crushing. As it is, let's pick up those golden mystery boxes so that after we're finished with our morning choring, I think we can head off and see Clint. And I see our pond is done, so let's toss another Legend 2 into there. Head into the barns, grab our gubbins from Hard Cheese, say hey to Hard Cheese, say hey to Soft Cheese, grab our stuff from Soft Cheese, as well as going around saying hey to the commune and picking up all them truffles they leaving around. In addition to that, we'll make our way over to the pasta coop, say hey to our two favoritist biggest birds, before we go and say hey to the rest of the burbs. We got Glutinous Bakery, we got Breakfast, we got Jurassic, as well as Infernal. Grab some eggs there, and may as well finish up by grabbing up those duck feathers from the Glutinous Bakery. Drop off stuff we don't need here, like that, and that. And let's get some production going, seeing as we got a full set of cheese presses. It is getting late in the day, and I could miss Clint's open hours, but fortunately for myself, I do have one thing that'll help me here, and that is the key to the town. So even though he closes at 4 o'clock, so long as he's still behind his counter, I can use him. Here you go, Clint. Crack some boxes. Getting a ring. Some pumpkin seeds, some bombs, another ring, some fertilizer, a golden pumpkin, some triple coffee, a book, fertilizer, a dress spinner, some more fertilizer, and some more coffee. No auto petters, but a handful of stuff that could be good. Checking out the special orders board on my way by, we could do Cave Patrol pretty easily, but we've done that one a lot. So, yeah. I think we harvest some yams. We got 20 days to do so, and it would give me a good excuse to go back to Ginger Island and get that farm up and running. Now, I've done a lot today. Not that much, but a bit enough. So I think we spend the rest of the day harvesting a bunch of wood, as we're not looking too good on it, as well as take full advantage of blackberry season. I do like me some blackberries. So let's chop some trees and shake some bushes. Well, a quote-unquote quick trip through the woods to the south of my farm did offer some wood and did offer some berries. I'm pretty content with that. So let's clean up our inventory. And probably get a little bit more production going. Make a little sign for our new pond, so we'll never forget who's sitting in it. And, so long as I'm heading to Ginger Island, I do want to work a little bit through my collection screen, and one of my achievements is to grow or sell at least 15 of each crop. Now I'm pretty sure I've done that in spades with all of the multi-harvest crops. However, if I grab a bunch of these single harvest crops and plant at least 24 of them for each crop that we got, we should be able to get that achievo pretty soon, hopefully by the end of the month. So, grab everything I need, take stock of all the stuff I got here, as well as grab some medium speed grow for all these yams, which I definitely don't have enough of, and will have to visit Pierre tomorrow. I can play with that. Anywho's, it's bedtime. Good night, Leah. Good night, Steve. Good night, Senpai. Loving that money. Wednesday the 10th, let's start off waking up, touching some statues, getting some extra luck, getting some extra ores, and saying hey to my lovely wife. Kiss. Now, let's see what I will need today. Let's grab a little bit of that so I can move ever so much faster while planting stuff. In addition to that, I do have my Junimo chest here, which needs a couple more iridium sprinklers in it so that I can make full use of my Ginger Island farm. Shove those in there. And I would be remiss if I did not go say hey to the Aminals. Probably not going to collect too many gubbins, but I will go say hey to the Warren, Hard Cheese, Soft Cheese, the Commune, whilst picking up all their little treats that they leave lying around, the Pasta Barn, before making our way over to the Coops and saying hey to Glutinous Bakery, Infernal, Jurassic, as well as Breakfast. And that being done, you know what? It's Wednesday, Robin's home. Let's go get another fish pond going. I got another legend too that I'm sitting on just waiting for a home. So, warp totem up to Robin's. Ooh, berries. And let's get another fish pond going. Yeah. Okay, I'll start working on your new fish pond tomorrow morning. Thanks, Robin. And that being done, I did not bring a warp totem to get back to the farm, so coffee and tractor you'll have to do. And let's see what we need from Pierre. Definitely need more yam seeds. And of the single harvest seeds, I believe that is all I need from him. Ooh, but I should go visit Sandy and see what she has for more single harvest seeds. So let's touch Little Totem, let's touch Big Desert Totem, and go see what Sandy's sitting on that we might require. Rhubarb. I need just a couple more rhubarb. And thank you, Sandy. Let's take this totem all the way back home, as I did remember it this time, before we touch our little totem and we touch our island totem. Ooh, and it's even raining. Less watering for me. Okay. Is this where I want to be? No, I want to be one lower. And I need to clear a little bit of inventory so I can actually do that. So, put one of those down, one of those down, one of those down, count out, want one there. Clear out this area, and there. Alright. Top row, that's where things need to go, so let's break the old stuff. Grab our iridium sprinklers, place the new stuff, and get rid of those. Gotta make it look pretty-ish. There. And get to hoeing. Okay. No, go down. And go down. I have to do 100 yams, so I believe these 5 sprinklers should get me there comfortably, even if I want to keep a couple for cooking or for making some seeds. So let's toss down all of our medium speed grow. Missing a couple of spots along the way apparently. Where are you? Come on, I know you're somewhere around here. There we are. And toss down all of our yams. Okay, yam row complete. Let's count down and that bush needs to move. And I need to fix that now. Well, let's measure out where more sprinklers are going. Harvest all those, and unfortunately, pineapples, you are in the way. And I do not have any wood to make any more path blocks, so let's chop down these. Make some more of these. That's probably good. Clean that out of my inventory because I don't need it. And get rid of all of our pineapples. They have served me well, by which I mean I ignored them for a very long time out here. And you know what? I can go one more over here. Okay, places for sprinklers have been created. Let's get the sprinklers down. And you go away, and you go away. Now comes the task of hoeing all this up and placing down seeds. One at a time so I don't overextend myself, as it is going to be pass out time very soon. And yeah, I got enough time to go to sleep. May as well. Day 10, not nearly as much money as Tuesday or Monday, but I don't need it every day. Right? Right? Yay. So let's wake up on the island, touch some statues, get a little bit of extra ladder chance, as well as a mystery butterfly somewhere. Linus has got us a catfish, but right now, it's back to farming. Getting some land hoed up, garlic down, land hoed up, and poppies down, land hoed up with some cauliflower, land hoed up, and some carrots, cause why not? Hoeing up land for some bok choy, hoeing up some land for some amaranth, hoeing up land for some artichoke, hoeing up some land for some beets, hoeing up some land for some kale, hoeing up some land for some melons, hoeing up some land for some more melons, hoeing up some land and plant some pumpkins. And you know what? Yeah, I got enough room over here. So let's set that one up there. Do I have enough room here? I do. So let's set one up here. Grab a couple pieces of wood, make it into some pathways. Put them down. Give me each a sprinkler. And let's get some red cabbage going here. And some flowers going here. That leaves me with 4 more seeds to plant. Sure, okay. That's fine. And seeing as we're already here, let's call Tractor over and go see what our key quest is for the week early on Thursday. I do not want to cook food, so unfortunately, looks like we're going fishing again. Ooh, and a tilapia frenzy has begun. I am not going to take advantage of that. So let's go back to the farm. Now, we skipped our morning choring, so let's do some fishing. Get rid of everything we don't need, grabbing only the essentials, like our coffee, like our buffin food. Calamari? No, get out of here. And may as well grab this. And may as well say hey to the Warren. And as long as we're saying hey to the Warren, let's grab our stuff from our fish ponds. And whilst going to our fish ponds, may as well say hey to the commune, hard cheese and soft cheese. Grabbing some gubbins along the way. Nothing too intensive, right? Right? And we're here anyways. Let's say hey to the pasta barn. And I don't want the coops to feel left out, so let's go say hey to the Gluten's Bakery, to Breakfast Coop, Jurassic Coop, and the Infernal Coop. Now I think we're ready to go fishing. No wait, there's stuff in my inventory. Why can't I get over here? Guess I'll go around that way. I can't not shake trees on Thursdays. Come on. And if I'm shaking trees, that means my preserves jars are done, so let's swap out this stingray roe for all the roe that we have left from other fishes. Finishing off our stingray roe and finishing off our lava eel roe. And you know what? Let's get some production going. Gotta get more cheese, right? Right? And as long as I'm in here, may as well get some mail going too. Okay, now we can start off fishing. Oh wait, there's a shrimp in my inventory. Gotta put that in the fridge. So let's start off drinking our coffee, making us going faster, getting tractor, making tractor going faster, and heading on down to go catch a Glacierfish Jr. Down at the bottom of Arrowhead Island, let's see what we can do. Oh, you are fighting today. And I have been bested. But it does not mean that I shall quit. Oh, I'm back, Glacierfish Jr. And I come out successful. Glacierfish Jr. in tow. Let's grab some, well, eat our food for our fishing buffs, because I totally forgot to do that for the glacierfish, and cast off in the sewers. This is... well, that was one of the easier radioactive carps I've had to deal with. So let's get tractor and head on over to Son of the Crimson Fish. At a bright and early midnight. Oh, and once again, we get lucky early on, getting the Glacierfish Jr. on our first cast. And catching the Crimson Fish, son of Glacier. On our first cast. Now, it's late. Let's shake a couple bushes and make our way home. Selling the useless fish, storing the fish that I don't want to sell, and clearing out the rest of our inventory. And with that, good night, Leah. Good night, Steve. Good night, Senpai. And once again, earn a nice chunk of change from our overnight sales. Day 2 of our key challenge. You know the routine at this point. We're going to start off touching our statues, getting infinite energy as well as extra ore chance, grabbing our coffee, saying hey to our wife, and giving her a little kiss. And I have a lot of Legend 2s from weeks past. Most of them are either cooked or in ponds at this point. Speaking of ponds, it looks like ours is done at this point. So let's grab that guy and toss him in here. Good. So I'm in no rush to get fishing. Let's worry about the aminals a bit. Getting our morning chorin nice and did. Already said hey to Hard Cheese Soft Cheese Commune as well as Pasta Barn, in which we have a new friend. You shall be rigatoni. Pet. And another baby ostrich? Well, I think Tortellini will be a nice name for you. Pet. And so long as they're here, grab some eggs and refill them incubators. Anywho's it's back to morning chorin, go around petting the Glutinous Bakery, saying hey to the Breakfast Coop as well as the Jurassic Coop, and what up down by the Infernal Coop. They're gonna have so many gifts for me when I actually go and take them. Grabbing our tree juice, and cleaning out our inventory best we can as we can. Now, morning chorin pretty much complete. I think it is time to slurp some coffee, get on tractor, and go fishing. Up to the lake, up in our normal spot, eating our buffin' food, and casting out. What will we get today? Looks like we already got one Legend 2 on the hook, and looks like we are winning this fight. A little bit of cheeky treasure chest action. Nothing too fun from it. But we'll continue all the same. Grabbing another treasure chest and another fish for a dress spinner and a little bit of roe, which does mean nothing at this point. I agree, bird. Need less trash, need more legends. And treasure chest number 3. Netting me bait. Treasure chest 4. Well. Treasure chest 4, getting me an aminal cracker. Perfect. I do need those for my fish ponds. Treasure chest 5, bringing me a rusty spoon, as well as some bait and some roe. Treasure chest 6, wild bait, eh? You know, I think I'm gonna swap over to wild bait. That way, when I catch some legends, I get a chance for multiple legends. Wood. And late in the day, we finally get our second hook for a legend too. And fail handedly. Luckily, we get another legend 2 right thereafter, so make this one count. That's 2 legend 2s so far, as well as 1 aminal cracker. And from our chest, we get more wild bait to supplement the wild bait that we are now using. Another chest, a couple casts later, will get us some challenge bait. I am not flexing with that on these guys, but we do get a mystery box from it as well. And soon thereafter, our 4th Legend 2 is online for our 3rd Legend 2 pulled from the water. More treasure means more trash. And it is getting late at night, so I should probably turn in soon. But we have another Legend 2 online. Oh, and he fighting. Something fierce. Come on, get on the hook. Stay on the hook. Oh, we almost got you. We almost got yous. Oh, he almost got me. He almost got me. He got me. But I got treasure. I'll take some wild bait. And you know what? It's past midnight, and I am not performing my best. So let's drink our coffee, hop on tractor, and head on back to the farm. Giving a golden aminal cracker down to the fishies down there. And clearing out inventory much as we can. Selling all these useless fishes that can't be done for nothing. And putting anything I don't want into a chest. Or sell it. Any of these fishies who are slightly useful can go in the fridges, which are getting full. That's a problem for the future. Good night, Senpai. Good night, Leah. Good night, Steve. Well, that was a less successful day, but still got a couple Legend 2s out of it. That'll still net us a little bit of profit. So let's wake up, touch our statues, getting some extra speed, getting some extra ore chance. Where is my wife? Hiding. But Jody sends us over some fertilizer, we touch one more statue outside, and we clean up our inventory ever so much more. And let's go pet the aminals. I need a little bit of break from fishing from yesterday's abysmal performance. So let's go say hey to Warren, let's go say hey to Hard Cheese, Soft Cheese Commune, as well as Pasta Ship Barn. Before going to go say hey to the Coops, be they Glutinous Bakery, be they Bizzle, be they Infernal, not a Bizzle, Jurassic or Breakfast. And yeah, we got a couple of trees there. I think it's about time to chop them down. But first, let's sell some truffles, grab some potatoes, head inside, and make some more dishes of the sea. Making 2 hash browns out of the potatoes we had laying around, and not enough anchovies for dish of the sea. Sardines? Sardines for dish of the sea. So we have 1 extra one in there, but let's just grab seafoam pudding for today because it'll make my life a lot easier. As well as some triple shot espresso, making me a lot faster, and more importantly, tractor a lot faster. And let's go fishing. I am still using wild bait, and I am running low on my tackle, but I can always go visit Willie when I need some more. First Legend 2 on the hook. First Legend 2 in the bag. A little bit of treasure in the form of some gold ore. And my tackle is completely broken. Let's go see Willie. You need to move. Alright, Willie, what have you for me today? You're not working. I guess I'm gonna head back to the farm and make some tackle. Hey, Willie. So, let's head on up and get some stuff for crafting. I don't have any extras in there, but may as well get some of this stuff going along the way. Grabbing all this stuff that I started at the beginning of the week. And putting it in its respective places. Okay, I will need hardwood, I will need iron, I will need copper, I will need slime, and sap and wood. So, a couple of trap bobbers, couple of cork bobbers, that should do me good. Let's take to Electric Fishaloo. A nice bite right away, with a Legend 2 on the line right away. Can't complain about that, though it is fighting rather hard. I do come out victorious. Ghost? It's the only explanation. I must say, I was banking on a few more treasure chests with a little bit more bait in them, so I am running low on wild bait at this point. Alright, golden treasure chest, you know what I want. And it is not broccoli seeds. Alright, well, let's drink some coffee and head back to the farm, grabbing our deluxe bait as we are completely out of wild bait. Clearing out our inventory as we go, though. Okay, bait acquired, let's go fishing. Round 3, Electric Beagle Leaf. Okay, last chance this week for a Legend 2. I'm sure we will get this exact same key quest next week, but we'll make the most of this one. So let's see how many more we can grab. Getting a dress spinner, a little bit of fossil, and some roe along the way. It's fine, I guess. I'll make use of it. But it is getting late, And I think it is time to finish off the quest by catching Mrs. Angler. Gold chest along the way for another dress spinner and a little bit more roe. And regular old bait and some more roe, for we finally get Mrs. Angler on the line with the addition of a treasure chest with but a single geode in it. Well, that's alright. Key quest complete. It is midnight. Let's call Tractor on over and head on back to the farm with barns. And sell anything that we don't want. We do need that bream though, so that was a good pull. And get rid of this, get rid of that, and I do not need all this stuff in there, and I definitely don't need those in there. So let's get those smoking. And get rid of those, get rid of that, get rid of that. Ditch that stuff, sell those things, and drop off all these fishies in my fridge, which is getting to a state of being too full. So let's take a peep and see what we have in the fridge that we don't need. Start off by moving those two over and just sell anything that doesn't give any buffs. I don't want any regular old food. I want buff food. Or food that can be used to make more food, like hash browns. So, algae soup, you can go. Autumn's bounty, you can stay. Stay, go, stay, go. Go, stay, stay. Go, stay. Stay, stay, go. I guess I can stay. Stay. Ooh, definitely stay. That can get out of here. That can definitely stay. Stay, go, stay, go, go, stay, stay, go, stay, 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 go. That cleans out my fridge ever so much. And with that, it is bedtime. Good night, Steve. Good night, Senpai. Good night, Leah. And just like that, the week is almost over, and it is time for Sunday. Day 14, Fall 3. And by the sound of it, it is raining as we wake up, touch our statues for extra crit chance, extra coal chance, and I kind of want to see how our island crops are doing. I know it hasn't been that long, but I want to go. First, let's get some more eels smoking, as we do still have a pocket full of them after cleaning out our fish ponds last week. Sell all the old fishes, and go say hey to all the aminals. Stopping by the warm first, grabbing their gubbins. For making our way over to the fish ponds. I said fish ponds, but as long as I'm here, I may as well grab some milk and some eggs to make more cheese. I do like me some cheese. Also, there are mayo machines in here, so mayo as well. Drop off the excess, sell the products, and go say hey to hard cheese, grab some roe along the way, say hey to soft cheese, grab some roe along the way, find everything that the commune's been hiding in the grass for me for saying hey to them. Oh, couple more. And a little bit more. And go say hey to the pasta barn. Leaving the barn area, heading into the coops. Let's grab everything from the GoGgLz Bakery. Give them some pets. Give some pets to Breakfast Coop. Grab all their goodies. Go visit the Jurassic Coop and petting all the dinosaurs in there. Grabbing some eggs along the way. And finishing up with the Infernal Coop. And they deserve their pets. And I may as well chop all these trees down as... well, they're just kind of in the way right now. Drop off that row, sell all this stuff that I'm not going to need, put everything in there, and grab the hardwood that I actually chopped down. That'll do me good for a little bit longer. So let's clean out our inventory and go check the island and see what's ready up there. Wheat. Well, that's fine. Sell that, sell that. And let's get some potatoes going. I do like me potatoes. Now, I don't think I need any wheat for any crafting recipes, nor for any cooking recipes. But I am unsure, so I may as well hold that in supply over here. And speaking of cooking recipes, let's grab some moss, head inside, and make one of the new recipes this time, moss soup. Which gets me the achievement of being a cook. Selling it immediately because it doesn't give me any buffs. Let's do some productioning. I do like me some money, and this chest is rather full. So, replacing our mayo. And getting a new batch of cheese going. Should do me good. And I could stay here for longer. But I kind of want to do something more active than waiting around for machines to finish. So let's grab some spicy eel, some coffee, some random food, and some monster musk, and head down into the mines. Ain't been down there yet today, and I got a hankering to punch some bugs. Or slimes. Haven't decided yet. You know what? I think it's gonna be slimes. One o'clock in the morning. Good time to leave. Did get an animal cracker out of that. Did get a couple of golden mystery boxes. No auto petters, but can't expect too terribly much. So we'll toss the fish our animal cracker. We'll sell anything we don't want, store anything we don't want right now. Fill up our fridge full of all the stuff we gathered. And head to bed. Well, we covered a lot of bases today. We went fishing. Again. We went mining. Again. But we finally got back into farming. And in the end, isn't that what a farming simulator's all about? No, it's mostly about the fighting and the fishing. But that's just my opinion, so, bye!